What's up, guys? Good morning. This video is on the full moon we have coming up in Gemini at 11 degrees Gemini on December 3rd, 2017. So yes, we have full moon in Gemini, and of course, whenever we have a full moon, it is opposing the sun, and in this case, it's opposing the sun in Sagittarius. And thank God we have a huge shift in energy, and I hope everyone is feeling and loving that. We have mostly moved out of all the Scorpio that we were treading through for quite some time. Jupiter is still in Scorpio, and it will be there for a while, but Venus, Mercury, the Sun, and Saturn have all moved into Sagittarius. So we have a lot of Sagittarian energy going on, and it is much lighter. And it's about expansion and truth-seeking and higher learning, wanting to understand what the hell just happened in Scorpio, seeking spiritual and philosophical answers to sort through, the emotional wreckage, if you will, that, might have been triggered or activated with the scorpionic transformative energy. So yes, Sagittarius is seeking a higher truth. It's seeking a personal truth and wanting to understand how it's connected to a universal truth. So it's also developed the ability to kind of laugh at life. It's been through Scorpio. It knows that there's bad things that happen to us, but it's kind of the laughing Buddha archetype, the ability to transmute all of that pain and really laugh at hardships, laugh at the challenges, and just focus on the positive, focus on the light at the end of the tunnel. So we have that, a lot of that energy going on. And then, so the moon in Gemini. Gemini is about expansion too, and it's about communication and logic and sharing of ideas. And Gemini and Sag are really seeking a similar thing, but going about it very different ways. Gemini is seeking truth, but really not looking for one truth. It just wants to understand as much as it can. So Geminis are known for knowing a little bit about everything. You can throw them in a cocktail party and they can work the room and talk to many different types of people and leave knowing a little bit about every person. They're beautifully colorblind. They don't like to say that one way is right and another way is wrong. They just want variety. They want to expand their mental horizons through many different avenues. So, and here I want to talk a little bit about, when people talk about Gemini, they tend to at some point mention that Geminis can be deceptive or that they are liars or whatever. And I've been feeling into that, and I've been feeling into Gemini as an archetype and trying to understand why that is, because within the zodiac, no sign is inherently evil or malicious or, purposefully doing something, just to be cruel. There's always a very good reason why an archetype is expressing this shadow. So looking at Gemini and its shadow of being deceptive or bending the truth, we can see that in its evolution out of Taurus, because it follows Taurus, in Taurus, because it deals with survival, there was the adoption of this very rigid moral code system that Taurus then used to survive. Gemini follows this. So Gemini is expanding out of this fixed moral code system a bit. It's starting to understand things intellectually and logically. So it's really wanting to expand out of being too rigid about things. And so it's trying a little bit of everything. So, if it's becoming very flexible in what truth even means, truth for the Gemini may take on many different faces and many different realities. So rather than seeing Gemini as someone who's purposefully tricking, understanding that for the Gemini, truth may be very malleable. So on that note, this full moon in Gemini is squaring Neptune, which is the planet of fantasy, the astral realm, and dreams. And within the astral realm, truth as well becomes blurred. So I'm not saying that, this is a moon where lies are certain, but if there was a moon where the lines of truth could be blurred, I would say that this is that moon. And I think that collectively, because it's a Gemini moon, there's going to be a lot of sharing and a lot of communication, a lot of searching for truth. But then with this Neptunian aspect and with Gemini maybe not even knowing what truth is, but with Sag really wanting to find that one truth, that one ultimate higher truth, just being open and careful about making definitive decisions about what truth is, and maybe not adopting a truth that's being delivered as the ultimate truth during this moon. And then we also have Mercury going retrograde pretty much at the same time of this full moon, and I'll talk about that in my next video. Yes, so a lot of sharing of ideas. Maybe not worrying about if there is one ultimate truth, but just exploring other ideas, sharing with tribe. There is this amazing energy right now. I hope you guys are experiencing these lightning bolt flashes of what the future is going to look like collectively. This very futuristic and progressive future and vision. And I think that this moon is really about sharing ideas and sharing vision for where we're headed. And just expanding and really starting to understand that there is a higher order to all of this. There is a method to this madness that we're all experiencing called the human experience. I think I'm going to stop there. I'm actually going to catch a flight very soon. But yeah, I will see you guys in a couple weeks. I hope you guys have an amazing, expansive full moon. And I'll see you soon.